hell of a summer. I'm not talking about Arizona, okay? We're talking about the movie Hell of a Summer, rated R. Jules, tell us how long it is, who's in it, and what is going on, because it sounds like it's really good.
All right, it's 1 hour and 28 minutes, and it's a kind of a horror comedy type thing.
Okay.
And it stars DeFaro Wunatai, Fred Hetchinger, why did I say that?
Finn.
I'm thinking of film all the time.
Oh, when you say Finn.
It's Finn. Finn Wolfhard. You know him from Stranger Things.
He's all grown up.
Yep. He was a writer and director on this movie, and Billy Burke also stars in it, and he also directed it with Finn.
Very young, both of them.
Yeah, so they wanted to make a nostalgic type movie, and that's what this is.
Very campy formula.
Yeah, very campy, like the 80s. They wanted to go back to the 80s.
And I've seen all that. Okay.
Yep, so Hell of a Summer follows 24-year-old camp counselor Jason, who arrives at Camp Pineway thinking his biggest problem is that he feels out of touch with his teenage co-workers. What he doesn't know is that a mass killer is lurking on the campgrounds, brutally picking counselors off, one by one.
One by one.
Now, Hell of a Summer just came out in theaters not long ago, but it's already out of most of the theaters. So if it's not in a theater near you, and this sounds like something that you might be interested in, you might want to wait till it streams and then check it out there, because it's a fun watch.
Couldn't find it. That's the thing. It's already gone from most of the theaters, so I'm guessing it's going to be streaming in a minute. And you'll probably end up paying like $20 for it, maybe. Hopefully it comes and goes straight to $5.99 is what we're hoping.
Or
Jules?
Comes out on a streaming
service
platform that you already paid for.
Okay. So did you enjoy it though? Like I know it's that 80s campy formula, which we all know what that is.
Yeah.
You know, get slaughtered at summer camp by somebody in a mask. And did you at least enjoy? You said it was fun to watch.
Yeah, it was fun to watch, and there's a little twist in there.
Okay.
And so I appreciated that. Was it the best movie ever or something? No.
Not
but
the best horror.
Fun? Like if I just watched it on, say, Netflix or Peacock or something,
would you call me and say watch it?
I would call you and say watch it.
Because you know it's my kind of thing.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have. I don't know if I would have paid full price for it. And I saw it with my dad, and he was like, he didn't really know what it was about. A lot of times I'm just like, come to this movie with me, and he's sitting there, he's like, why don't they do this? Why don't they? Because there wouldn't be a movie. Okay.
He's got to talk. Just leave him alone. Leave him alone.
So I have to remember to like explain what we're about to see before we see it.
Leave him alone. Shoot. Now we have some fun facts. There's a reason that this movie was made campy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Phil Wolfhard initially had trouble selling the script as he was 19 at the time. This movie shares some similarities with the 2022 film Bloody Summer Camp, including a counselor who was considered to be too old for camp and a killer wearing a devil mask.
And I watched this.
Yeah. Bloody Summer Camp also stars Felicia Rose, who is infamous for her role as Angela in the movie Sleepaway Camp.
Felicia Rose. So you remember her in Sleepaway Camp? She's the little girl at the end is like this.
Yeah.
It just, and it does completely follow that formula. So I'm glad you had fun with it though.
Yeah, but this older guy, he comes back and everybody's like, I thought you were gone. Like, what are you doing with your life, basically? I thought you were going to school.
Or something.
Hey, I just wanted to spend one more summer with you guys. Even his mom was like, why are we coming back here? Why am I
trying to stay at home? Trying to stay at home as long as he possibly can without responsibility.
He's just like holding on to that childhood. Like, I don't want to let go. And they're just looking at him like, why are you here?
Okay.
Why?
If you say so, dude, go ahead.
Just kind of nerdy dude.
Yeah.
You know, the people that are running the camp. It's a this is a slasher movie, so I don't feel like I've fully given anything away. But when they get slashed, all of a sudden, since he's like, I'm the oldest, and they put me in charge.
Like
they didn't even put you in charge. They
really
got killed. They didn't know.
And it's so if you watch Bloody Summer Camp, I think it's Amazon. You can watch it free on Amazon. The guy actually says in there in the movie somewhere like, I'm too old to be in a summer camp. This is ridiculous. So you could tell that they watched this film and did this one because they almost say some of the same lines a couple times in there. I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah.
But I would give this a nice 3 clappers.
3? Okay.
It's 2.5 is really in the middle of 5, so I know that, but I would give it 3. And I feel pretty good about that 3.
Okay.
I wouldn't go higher than that.
Okay.
And if you're interested, like I said, check it out when it streams. I would not. I don't think I'd pay $20, $20, $19.99, unless you have like a bunch of people and they're chipping in or something.
Yeah, to see
or
it.
you just got a lot of money and $20 is nothing to you.
Well, they got a lot of money because the budget for the film was $2.1 million,
Mm-hmm.
and it's actually, as of right now, it's earned 3.1.
Nice.
That's pretty good for some really young kids to write and direct and actually get their movie out there.
Yep.
So that's got to be a proud feeling. I'm proud of them for it.
Yeah, I felt like, for their first outing and stuff, they did a good job.
They did, and they're probably going to direct some more later on down the road.
Right, but you know what? The tomato meter is given at 53%.
That's bad.
Yeah, and the popcorn meter 56%.
They're running kind of close for once.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't see that too often.
Some people just didn't like it, but maybe they didn't know that it's supposed to be like that.
Supposed to be campy,
but
yeah.
if you go into it knowing it's going to be campy, it's not going to be like sophisticated horror, then you probably,
just enjoy it for what it is.
Enjoy it. Yeah, that's exactly what you
A campy
do
summer
with this.
slasher. That's it. So,
Yep.
Okay, well that's a fair rating. So we want to thank you very much for tuning in to our review of Hell of a Summer. Don't forget that Jules and I, we're in a few different places. Let me tell you where. So first, we are on Cash App, first and foremost. Any type of donation is appreciated. Or do you have a company that you want us to represent you with some t-shirts or hats or something of that nature? Let us know, inbox us. We'll get back to you within 24 hours.
Right.
Okay, we're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We are also on Instagram. And don't forget, if Instagram cuts you off at 15 minutes, if we go that long, no worries. Just go to Facebook. Make sure you like us. Go to YouTube, subscribe, chat with us. Tell us what you want to see. We take requests. Doesn't matter what genre it is. Just let us know. We'll shout you out on the show and do your review. All right? Thank you very much for tuning in to Gotta Be Real Movie Reviews with Thommi, that's me, and Jules.
That's
Bye-bye.
me. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.